We climbed the empty bleachers when the field light started humming. You said it still looks smaller now, like we were not becoming. The grass was turning golden with the evening in its hands. You traced our names on metal seats like you still knew where they began. I know we said we'd keep it simple, one last talk and then goodbye. But the sunset made a liar out of every line I tried. In the last light on the bleachers, I forgot why I ran. You were sitting close beside me with your shadow on my hand. If leaving makes me stronger, why do I feel weak? I had 100 ways to go, but only one place I wanted to be. You found the old initials we carved behind the rail. The letters had gone crooked, but the feeling hadn't failed. You said we were so young back then. I said maybe not that much, 'cause I still get quiet when you look at me and nervous when we touch. Maybe time just changes places. Maybe hearts don't change that fast. Maybe I was scared of future, so I blamed it on the past. In the last light on the bleachers, I forgot why I ran. You were sitting close beside me with your shadow on my hand. If leaving makes me stronger, why do I feel weak? I had 100 ways to go, but only one place I wanted to be. Then the scoreboard flickered once, and the whole place turned blue. You said, do you ever wonder what became of me and you? I said, every time the summer ends, every time the streetlights glow, every time I almost call you and pretend I let you go. In the last light on the bleachers, stopped acting like I knew how to make a clean goodbye out of still loving you. If tomorrow has to find us, let it find us moving slow. You leaned your head against my shoulder, and I didn't let you go. The field lights stayed on, the sky turned blue. We came back for closure, but I came back to you. The car would not start on level B2. You turned the key 3 times like the engine owed you true. The parking lights were buzzing in a pale electric blue. I said maybe it just needs a minute, but I think I meant me too. We were supposed to say goodbye somewhere cleaner than this place, not beside a concrete pillar with old rain on your face. On level B2, I ran out of ways to leave, with your hand on the dashboard and my heart on my sleeve. I've been calling it over, like saying it makes it true, but nothing in me moves called roadside assistance, then forgot what street we're on. I laughed because the echo made the whole night sound wrong. A shopping cart rode slowly by itself across the lane. You said that's kinda creepy, and I almost felt okay. I had apologies ready, all polished, small and late, but your silence made them useless in the kindest kind of way. On level B2, I ran out of ways to leave, with your hand on the dashboard and my heart on my sleeve. I've been calling it over, like saying it makes it true, but nothing in me moved on when I was sitting next to you. You said maybe this is stupid, but I'm glad we're stuck down here. I said I was scared to say that, so I turned it into fear. And the headlights flickered once, like the car had heard enough. And I told you I still loved you in the quiet, not the rush. On level B2, the engine finally breathed, but neither one of us moved from the little space between. If we drive out in the morning, let it happen slow and true. I don't need a perfect answer, I just wanna start with you. The car came alive, the garage turned blue. We came down to end it, but I left with you. I found the watch you left behind in the drawer beside the window. The second hand had given up somewhere between now and before. It stopped at 6:17, the night you said you needed space. I kept it like a quiet thing that still remembered your face. I know a year can change a room, can change a street, can change a name, but time is funny manners, it brings the softest ghosts again. So I took it to the clock shop, where the windows caught the rain, and every little ticking sound started spelling out your name. If love is only timing, then maybe we were wrong, 'cause the watch you left stopped moving, but I held on all along. The man behind the counter smiled, said this one's old but not beyond repair. I almost laughed at how it sounded, like he knew why I was there. He asked if it was mine, I said no, but it used to be closed. Then saw you through the glass outside, with evening on your coat. You looked at me, then at the watch, like the past had made a sound, and all the words I buried started turning back around. So I took it to the clock shop, where the windows caught the rain, and every little ticking sound started spelling out your name. If love is only timing, then maybe we were wrong, 'cause the watch you left stopped moving, but I held on all along. You said I thought I lost that, I said I almost called. You said I almost answered, and the room went soft and small, and the clockmaker won the silver crown, and the second hand came through, like some part of us was breathing after waiting to be used. So we stood there in the clock shop with the city turning blue, and the watch began to move again like it still belonged to you. If love is only timing, let it find us where we are. Not perfect, not early, just closer than we thought. The rain slowed down, the streetlights grew, the watch kept time, and I walked home with you. There's a recipe on the fridge in your crooked little writing. Tomato, salt, and don't forget the song we like while frying. The kitchen window caught the sun and turned the sink to gold. You said I only came for boxes, but you took off your coat. I know we said no looking backward, no making homes from what we lost, but you were searching through the drawer for the knife we never taught. So stay until the onions soften, stay until the evening's blue. We don't have to call it love yet, let the room decide the truth. If goodbye is on the table, let it cool a little more. There's a recipe on the fridge and your shadow by the door. You laughed because I burned the garlic the way I always used to do. I said some things never change much, and I think I meant me to. The radio kept playing softly, some old song we never named. You stirred the sauce in little circles, like you were trying not to stay. Maybe love is not a thunder, maybe it's this smaller art. Two people in a quiet kitchen, learning where to start. So stay until the onions soften, stay until the evening's blue. We don't have to call it love yet, let the room decide the truth. If goodbye is on the table, let it cool a little more. There's a recipe on the fridge and your shadow by the door. You said I miss this little window and the way the floorboard sings. I said I missed your hands in water, doing ordinary things. Then you tasted from the wooden spoon and smiled like we were new. I said I'm sorry I made leaving feel like all that I could do. Stay until the candles lower, stay until the night comes through. We don't need a perfect answer, just a softer kind of truth. If tomorrow has to change us, let tonight be warm and slow. There's a recipe on the fridge and I don't want you to go. The sauce kept simmering, the street turned blue. You set the table and I stayed there with you. We slipped into the glass house right before they locked the gate. The palms were touching the ceiling like they had something left to say. Your coat was damp from evening, my hands were in my sleeves. You said it smells like summer here, and I forgot how to leave. I know we promised not to circle back to places we outgrew, but every leaf was leaning inward like it still remembered you. In the glass house at dusk, I almost told the truth that I've been fine in conversation, but not when I think of you. If goodbye is what we came for, let it wait outside the room. There's still light upon your shoulder, and I'm still turning back to you. The sprinklers clicked on softly like rain we didn't plan. You laughed and moved in closer with the water on your hands. I read the names of all the flowers just to keep from saying yours. But love can grow in silence even after closing doors. Maybe time is not a healer, maybe it's a garden wall. Maybe we were never over, just afraid to watch it fall. In the glass house at dusk, I almost told the truth that I've been fine in conversation, but not when I think of you. If goodbye is what we came for, let it wait outside the room. There's still light upon your shoulder, and I'm still turning back to you. The guard called from the doorway, said they're closing in a minute. You looked down at the wet floor like your answer might be in it. Then you said I kept your number, but I never found the nerve. I said I kept every almost like it was something I deserved. In the glass house at dusk, we stopped acting like we knew how to turn a living feeling into something we could lose. If tomorrow has to change us, let tonight stay green and slow. You reached for me between the flowers, and I didn't let you go. The lights went down, the leaves held blue. We came there to end it, but something still grew. You kept a folded map from a city we outgrew. The corners torn from summer rain, the river drawn in blue. We walked beside the water when the evening lost its heat. You said, I think we missed the bridge. I said, maybe that's on me. I know we try to make it simple, a straight line out of love, but every road we crossed tonight kept turning back to us. With a folded map by the river and your hand close to mine, I forgot where we were going, but I knew we had some time. If goodbye is just a direction, then I must have read it wrong, 'cause every street that should have ended led me back where I belong. The street lamps made the pavement gold. Your shadow touched my shoes. You laughed at how the paper tore right where I was losing you. There was a boat beneath the bridge, moving slower than our pride. I wanted to say I'm sorry, but I let the water decide. Maybe hearts are not compasses, maybe they just learned the rain. Maybe I was never leaving, I was scared to stay the same. With a folded map by the river and your hand close to mine, I forgot where we were going, but I knew we had some time. If goodbye is just a direction, then I must have read it wrong. 'Cause every street that should have ended led me back where I belong. You stopped beneath the willow where the city sounded low. Said, do you ever wonder where we'd be if we went slow? I said, I wonder every morning when the light comes through my room. I keep finding little places that still look like me and you. With a folded map by the river, we stopped pretending we were lost. You held a torn edge steady like you knew what leaving cost. If tomorrow has to change us, let tonight be warm and true. We don't need to know the city, I can find my way with you. The map tore softly, the river moved. I lost the road and found my way to you. The park was almost empty when the music started fading. You held 2 paper tickets like a reason to keep waiting. The carousel was sleeping, the lights blinked one by one. You said one last ride before we go, like leaving could be fun. I know we came here for an ending, something quiet, something kind, but the wheel kept turning slowly, like it had a change of mind. On the Ferris wheel it closing, with the city underneath. I forgot the speech I practiced when you sat that close to me. If goodbye is waiting down there, let it wait another round. I still feel my heart move upward every time you look down. Your jacket smelled like evening and a little summer rain. You laughed at how the skyline looked like pennies on a train. I watched your hand beside mine on the bar between the seats. There are distances much smaller than the ones we choose to keep. Maybe love is not a promise, maybe it's a warmer view from a little painted cabin, moving slowly back to you. On the Ferris wheel it closing, with the city underneath. I forgot the speech I practiced when you sat that close to me. If goodbye is waiting down there, let it wait another round. I still feel my heart move upward every time you look down. At the top the whole park vanished, just the moon and traffic blue. You said, do you think we ruined it? I said, maybe we were scared too. Then your shoulder touched my shoulder, like an answer, like a door. And I said, I don't need perfect, I just don't want less than more. stopped acting like we knew how to turn a love so tender into something we were through. If tomorrow has to change us, let tonight go soft and slow. You kept the second ticket and I didn't let you go. The lights went out behind us. The city stayed in view. The wheel came down so gently, and I came back to you. We found the quiet hallway where the blue tanks lined the wall. You said the fish looked peaceful, like they didn't miss at all. The closing bell was distant, but you didn't reach the door. Your coat was on your shoulder, like you changed your mind before. I know we came here for an ending, something simple, something clean. But your face under the waterlight made it hard to leave. In the blue aquarium, I forgot what goodbye meant. With the silver shadows moving over every word we kept. If love is only passing through, why does it stay so still? You looked at me through all that blue, like you were waiting for me still. A little shark behind the glass kept circling the stone. You smiled and said that's probably us when we don't wanna be alone. I laughed because it hurt a little, how the truth can sound so small. I wanted to say I miss you, but I watched the waterfall. Maybe hearts are just like oceans, holding light they cannot keep. Maybe I have loved you quietly, in places underneath. In the blue aquarium, I forgot what goodbye meant. With the silver shadows moving over every word we kept. If love is only passing through, why does it stay so still? You looked at me through all that blue, like you were waiting for me still. The guard said we're closing now, and the room went almost dark. You touched the glass with one hand, I felt it in my heart. Then you said, do you ever wonder if we stopped before we knew? I said every quiet evening finds its way back to you. In the blue aquarium, we stopped trying to be brave. Let the hallway hold the silence, let the city turn away. If tomorrow has to change us, let tonight be slow and true. You reach for me beneath the blue light, and I came back to you. The tanks went dark, goodbye, but stayed in blue.
There's a coin telescope on the hill above the station. You put in 50 cents, like you could buy a constellation. The city blinked below us in 1,000 little rooms. You said, look, you can see the river. I was looking more at you. I know we came up here for air, for a view and nothing more. But the night kept leaning closer, like it knew what I came for. Through the coin telescope room, everything looked far but clear. The roads, the roofs, the silver trains, and you standing near. If love is just a distance, then maybe we can move one small step from lonely to a better point of view. Your scarf kept catching in the wind. You laughed and let it fly. I caught the corner with my hand, like some old-fashioned kind of sign. You asked if I still think of us when the city turns to gold. I said only on some evenings, which was not the truth at all. Maybe time is not a straight line. Maybe hearts are not that wise. Maybe I have missed you most when the world was looking nice. Through the coin telescope moon, everything looked far but clear. The roads, the roofs, the silver trains, and you standing near. If love is just a distance, then maybe we can move one small step from lonely to a better point of view. The telescope went dark again before you had your turn. You said, guess that's how it goes. I said, something still returns. Then I gave you my last coin and watched your face turn bright. You said, come here, you should see this. So I stepped into your life. Through the coin telescope moon, we stopped trying to pretend that the sky was all we came for, that we were only friends. If tomorrow gets uncertain, let tonight stay soft and true. The whole city looks so lovely, but not as lovely as you. The moon held still, the skyline moved. I spent my last coin and found my way to you.
We sat out on the fire escape with the laundry lines above. peeled an orange with your thumb, like you weren't thinking of us. The sunset made the windows glow in every building on the block. You said this city looks expensive. I said yeah, and I feel lost. There was juice on your fingers and a laugh you tried to hide. I was acting like I'm casual with a storm going on inside. In the orange peel sunset, you made leaving look so slow, like you had somewhere to be but didn't really wanna go. If love is not a big thing, maybe this is what it does. It's beside you on the staircase and calls the quiet enough. You gave me half the orange, said careful it's too sweet. I said that's not a problem, then looked down at my feet. The neighbors played a radio through a window down the hall, some old song about forever that we both tried to ignore. Maybe I make jokes too early, maybe you pretend too late. Maybe both of us got tired of calling timing fate. In the orange peel sunset, you made leaving look so slow, like you had somewhere to be but didn't really wanna go. If love is not a big thing, maybe this is what it does. It's beside you on the staircase and calls the quiet enough. Then you dropped the peel between us like a little crooked moon. Said I missed this stupid rooftop. I said I missed it too. Maybe that was not the sentence either one of us had planned, but your shoulder touched my shoulder and I didn't move my hand. In the orange peel sunset, we stopped trying to be cool. You were laughing at the skyline, I was falling back for you. If love is just a small thing, then small is fine with me. One orange, two old hearts, and the whole town underneath. The stairs turned gold, the evening grew. You saved the last slice, and I stayed there with you. I got too honest at 3 with your laugh right next to me. You were peeling off a lemon sticker from the side of your iced tea. There was sunlight on the counter and a playlist skipping twice. I said I'm good at being alone, then I hated how it sounded nice. I don't wanna make this messy, I don't wanna make you leave. I just keep saying less than the room can hear from me. I got too honest at 3 and tried to laugh it away. Said I don't need anybody with a hand an inch from my plate. If I look like I was joking, that was all I knew to be. I got too honest at 3 and you got quiet with me. You had a tote bag full of paper bags and one receipt you kept folding small. I was watching how your mouth moved like you meant nothing at all. The roads kept floating underneath us like I thought I couldn't stop. I kept pretending I was leaving, but I never checked the clock. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need a movie line. I just wish I wasn't braver, only after the right time. I got too honest at 3 and tried to laugh it away. Said I don't need anybody with your hand an inch from my plate. If I looked like I was joking, that was all I knew to be. I got too honest at 3 and you got quiet with me. Maybe I'm not hard to love. Maybe I just talk too late. Maybe all my little pauses were the truth trying to wait. Maybe you don't need to fix it. Maybe I don't need to run. Maybe this is how it starts. Not loud, not sure, but enough. I got too honest at 3 and tried to laugh it away. Said I don't need anybody with your hand an inch from my plate. If I look like I was joking, that was all I knew to be. I got too honest at 3 and you stayed quiet with me. The sticker lost its color, the ice turned clear. I said too much too softly, but you stayed here. You moved your chair a little closer, like it wasn't something new. I kept staring at the menu, just to not stare back at you. There was sunlight on your shoulder, and a straw still in its wrap. I said I don't really miss much, then I laughed too fast at that. I don't wanna make it obvious, I don't wanna make you run. I just hate how good the quiet feels when I'm not the only one. Not that I mind, but I still leave room for you at the edge of every table. And everything I do, not that it hurts, but I still check twice when the doorbell moves to silence and the afternoon gets bright. You had a blue thread on your sleeve and I wanted to pull it free, but I was scared that if I touched it you'd see the rest of me. The roads kept playing under all the things we didn't say. You asked if I was hungry, I said maybe either way. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need to call this fate. I just wish I didn't soften every time you say my name. Not that I'm mine, but I still leave room for you at the edge of every table and everything I do. Not that it hurts, but I still check twice when the doorbell moves the silence and the afternoon gets bright. Maybe I'm not overthinking, maybe I'm just undertried. Maybe all my little exits were a way to stay inside. Maybe I don't need to say it, maybe you can hear the part where I keep my voice steady and lose it in my heart. Not that I mind, but I still leave room for you at the edge of every table and everything I do. Not that it hurts, but I still check twice when the doorbell moves the silence and the afternoon gets bright. Your chair stays close my coffee turns cold. Not that I mind, I just thought you should know.
There's willow glass behind the counter, holding green inside the rain. You were watching little headlights run like rivers down the pane. I kept my coat around my shoulders, though the room was warm and still. You said some nights coming quietly, and I believe they will. I don't need the dark to leave me, I don't need the stars to speak. Just the way your quiet kindness finds the tired part of me. Willow glass, hold the rain, let the old hurt change its name. I have been so far from healing, but I'm closer when you stay. Willow glass, soft and clear, keep this little midnight near. If love comes gently through the weather, let it find me here. There was a green clock by the doorway, moving slower than it should. You were folding up a paper sleeve like small things understood. The road was breathing underneath us like a lamp beneath the floor, and I felt the fear inside me, not so endless anymore. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need the morning soon. Just your shadow near the window, and the hush inside the room. Willow glass, hold the rain, let the old hurt change its name. I have been so far from healing, but I'm closer when you stay. Willow glass, soft and clear, keep this little midnight near. If love comes gently through the weather, let it find me here. Maybe peace is not a doorway, maybe hope is not a flame. Maybe it's the way you listen without asking me to change. Maybe I was never empty, maybe only folded tight. Maybe you were just the first room where I didn't fear the light. Willow glass, hold the rain, let the old hurt change its name. I have been so far from healing, but I'm closer when you stay. Willow glass, soft and clear, keep this little midnight near. If love comes gently through the weather, let it find me here. Green glass, slow rain, you say nothing, I remain. I left my gloves on the back of the chair, though the afternoon was warm. You said I carry little winters, even when the sky is born. There were bright keys on the counter, and a bell above the door. I was trying not to need this, then I needed it more. I don't need a grand beginning, I don't need the clouds to part. Just the way the room gets lighter when you speak from the heart. Sunlight lures my name when you say it softly. All the little aches start to move off me. If love comes gently, let it find me slow. Not a storm, not a promise, just a place. You drew a tiny river on the corner of a receipt. Said maybe we are only water, learning where to meet. The piano kept repeating like a heartbeat made of gold, and I felt the parts I guarded loosen what they hold. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need the morning clan, just the quiet kind of courage in the nearness of your hand. Sunlight learns my name when you say it softly. All the little aches start to move off me. If love comes gently, let it find me slow. Not a storm, not a promise, just a place I can grow. Maybe peace is not a doorway, maybe grace is not a sign. Maybe it's the simple mercy of not leaving myself behind. Maybe I was never broken, maybe I was only tired. Maybe you were just the daylight I forgot I still desired. Sunlight learns my name when you say it softly. All the little aches start to move off me. If love comes gently, let it find me slow. Not a storm, not a promise, just a place I can grow. Bell by the door, keys in the light. You say my name, and I'm alright. You folded paper cranes at dusk from the napkins by your tea. Said you never make a wish unless it's small enough to keep. There was amber on the window and a street light coming through. I was quiet for a minute just to hear the room with you. I don't need the sky to open, I don't need the stars to move, just the little kind of silence that feels safe when I'm with you. Paper cranes at dusk rise above the table, teach my tired heart it can still be gentle. If love comes softly, let it land this way. Not a storm, not a promise, just a reason I can stay. You drew a moon on the receipt with a pencil almost gone. I watched the evening settle down like it knew where we belonged. There was cinnamon in the doorway and a song behind the glass. I was holding every question, but you never made me ask. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need the morning yet, just your hand beside the sugar and the calm I can't forget. Paper cranes at dusk rise above the table, teach my tired heart it can still be gentle. If love comes softly, let it land this way. Not a storm, not a promise, just a reason I can stay. Maybe peace is not a doorway, maybe grace is not a sign. Maybe it's the way you listen when I can't explain my mind. Maybe I was never broken, maybe I was only worn. Maybe you were just the quiet after every passing storm. Paper cranes at dusk rise above the table, teach my tired heart it can still be gentle. If love comes softly, let it land this way. Not a storm, not a promise, just a reason I can stay. Paper cranes, evening blue, one small wish, and it sounds like you. Morning through the lace on the chair beside your tea. You were turning silver bracelets like a quiet melody. There was sugar on the saucer and a small tear in the page. I was trying not to tremble when the sunlight said your name. I don't need the sky to open, I don't need the room to shine, just the tender way you notice when my silence touches mine. Morning through the lace, hold me in the softer weather. Teach my tired heart how to come back together. If love comes gently, let it stay unseen. Not a storm, not a promise, just a quiet place to breathe. You left a ribbon bookmark in a book you didn't close. Said some stories keep on living even when nobody knows. The roach was moving slowly under every little sound, and I felt the fear inside me lay its heavy armor down. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need the day to prove, just your hand beside the table and the calm I feel with you. Morning through the lace, hold me in the softer weather. Teach my tired heart how to come back together. If love comes gently, let it stay unseen. Not a storm, not a promise, just a quiet place to breathe. Maybe peace is not a doorway, maybe grace is not a sign. Maybe it's the way you listen when I'm running out of light. Maybe I was never broken, maybe only folded small. Maybe you were just the morning finding me after it all. Morning through the lace, hold me in the softer weather. Teach my tired heart how to come back together. If love comes gently, let it stay unseen. Not a storm, not a promise, just a quiet place to breathe. Lace in the window, tea turning cold. You say nothing, I feel whole. There's a little orchard light on the edge of your sleeve. You were cutting up an orange like the morning needed peace. I kept both hands on my teacup like a bird afraid to land. You said nothing has to happen, and I almost understand. I don't need the sky to open, I don't need the room to shine, you smiled at the waiter, like you smiled at almost all. I was holding every question in the hollow of my chest, but your silence didn't hurry me, so I let one answer rest. I don't need a perfect reason, I don't need the day to prove, just your hand beside the saucer and the calm I feel with you. Little orchard lights stay beside the window, teach my tired heart how to move this slow. If love comes gently, let it find me here. Not a storm, not a promise, just a morning without fear. Maybe grace is not a doorway, maybe peace is not a sign, maybe it's the way you listen when I'm running out of lines. Maybe I was never broken, maybe I was only warm, maybe you were just the daylight I forgot I could be for. Little orchard lights stay beside the window, teach my tired heart how to move this slow. If love comes gently, let it find me here. Not a storm, not a promise, just a morning without fear. Orange peel, quiet chair, your hand near mine, soft air. There are lanterns in the teacup when the ceiling lights turn low. You were reading from the window like the street had somewhere to go. There was cinnamon on your sweater and a blue thread on my sleeve. I was learning how to sit still while the night made room for me. I don't need the dark to leave us, I don't need the stars arranged, just the way your quiet kindness makes the old air feel changed. Lanterns in the teacup, little fires under cream, show my careful heart how to soften while it dreams. Let the night move slowly, let the glass hold every sound. I have been so far from peaceful, but I'm closer to it now. You drew a tiny staircase on the back of a receipt, said maybe we are climbing even when we're half asleep. The rose was breathing gently underneath the silver rain, and I felt my guarded silence loosen its name. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need the morning sun, just your hand beside the saucer and the hush around the room. Lanterns in the teacup, little fires under cream, show my careful heart how to soften while it dreams. Let the night move slowly, let the glass hold every sound. I have been so far from peaceful, but I'm closer to it now. Maybe hope is not a sunrise, maybe calm is not a shore, maybe it's the way you stay there without asking me for more. Maybe I was never empty, maybe only folded small. Maybe you were just the first light I could answer after all. Lanterns in the teacup, little fires under cream. Show my careful heart how to soften while it dreams. Let the night move slowly, let the glass hold every sound. I have been so far from peaceful, but I'm closer to it now. Teacup glow, window rain. You say nothing, I remain. I found a feather on the table by the cup you didn't move. Morning came through the window like it had something to prove. There was honey on the saucer and a song beneath the door. I was trying not to miss you before I knew what missing was for. I don't need the sky to open, I don't need the room to shine. Just a little light between us where your quiet touches mine. Featherlight morning, stay a little longer here. Let the warm air hold us till the old ache disappears. Featherlight morning, don't ask me to be brave. If love comes in softly, let it come this way. You left your book half open on a page I'll never read. There were flowers in the corner, leaning closer than we need. I kept my hands around the coffee, like warmth was hard to keep. You smiled without a reason, and the whole room seemed to breathe. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need a golden sign. Just your shadow by the sunlight, almost falling into mine. Featherlight morning, stay a little longer here. Let the warm air hold us till the old ache disappears. Featherlight morning, don't ask me to be brave. If love comes in softly, let it come this way. Maybe peace is not a promise, maybe grace is not a door. Maybe it's the way you listen when I don't know anymore. Maybe I was never broken, maybe I was only tired. Maybe you were just the daylight, finding what I tried to hide. Featherlight morning, stay a little longer here. Let the warm air hold us till the old ache disappears. Featherlight morning, don't ask me to be brave. If love comes in softly, let it come this way. Feather on the table, gold across the floor. You say nothing, I need nothing more. There's a blue porcelain sky in the cup beside your hand. You said morning feels kinder when it doesn't make a plan. There was butter on the toast and a song beneath the door. I was trying not to need you, then I needed nothing more. silver little moon. I kept watching how the sunlight moved around the room. There were peaches by the window and a chair I didn't move. You smiled without asking what I was afraid to prove. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need the sky to change. Just your hand beside the table, making ordinary safe. Blue porcelain sky, hold the light a little longer. Teach my tired heart how to be softer. If love comes gently, let it stay this way. Not a storm, not a promise, just a reason for today. Maybe peace is not a doorway, maybe grace is not a sound. Maybe it's the way you notice when my eyes keep looking down. Maybe I was never broken, maybe I was only worn. Maybe you were just the morning I was waiting for. Blue porcelain sky, hold the light a little longer. Teach my tired heart how to be softer. If love comes gently, let it stay this way. Not a storm, not a promise, just a reason for today. Blue cup, warm light, your hand, I'm alright. There's an apricot bell on the door of the cafe. It rings like a small son learning how to stay. You put your book beside mine, with a leaf between the pages. I was quiet for a reason, I had run out of cages. I don't need the morning to answer, I don't need the room to know. Just the way your silence opens, where my softer feelings go. Apricot bell, keep ringing low. Tell my restless heart to move slow. I have been afraid of gentle things, but you make quiet feel like wings. Apricot bell, stay in the light. Hold this little hour just right. No need to name what we became, just say my name the softer way. There was milk in the sunlight and a pear beside your tea. You said some days are simple, like you were saying it to me. I kept touching the table where the shadow met my hand. For once I wasn't leaving, for once I could understand. I don't need a perfect picture, I don't need a golden view, just a little breath of daylight that arrives when I'm with you. Apricot bell, keep ringing low. Tell my restless heart to move slow. I have been afraid of gentle things, but you make quiet feel like wings. Apricot bell, stay in the light. Hold this little hour just right. No need to name what we became, just say my name the softer way. Maybe peace is just a table where I don't have to pretend. Maybe grace is someone listening without asking where I've been. Maybe I was never empty, maybe only tired of flight. Maybe you were just the doorway letting in were just right. No need to name what we became. Just say my name the softer way. Apricot Bell, book by the tea. You said